Having begun the day on such a happy note, our jolly elf hears marching music. And like all kids at heart, he can't resist a parade. Down the street we head where we meet Doris Walker, at the height of her efficiency. With a clipboard in hand and a spring in her step, there is no doubt who is in charge. A clown! You're on float number 3. 2 pilgrims, you are on the pilgrim float, of course. And you 3 are on the pirate float. So, follow that van. Here comes Shellhammer, Mrs. Walker's cohort from Macy's, where they are part of a large team of managers. Today is all Macy's with a parade through downtown New York that traditionally starts the Christmas season. That time when everyone starts shopping, buying, wrapping, worrying, and generally being stressed by all the needs to happen before the big day. I suspect it's not as much fun as we wish it would be, and for Mrs. Walker and Mrs. Shellhammer, today is no fun at all. Mrs. Walker, something's got to be done. The 3 men in a tub float is not big enough. We got the butcher and the baker. I'm awfully sorry, Shellhammer, but I've got enough to do to take care of the people. Thanks anyways. George, I need some help. Let's follow Mrs. Sawyer into Mrs. Walker's office, where we find Shellhammer and Dr. Pierce, who is in charge of the Brooks Memorial Home in Great Neck. That was Mrs. Sawyer, who I was telling you about. Oh, yes. She'll be right in. She's just down the hall. I can't tell you how we appreciate your time, Doctor. Oh, not at all. As a matter of fact, I was going to call you today. I had a feeling you might be wondering about Chris. Mrs. Sawyer, please, let me introduce you to Dr. Pierce. How do you do? Mrs. Walker, after giving this man a comprehensive examination, it's my opinion he should be dismissed immediately. Really? He failed to pass the examination? Yes. He didn't answer the questions correctly? Yes, he did, but he lacked concentration. He kept changing the subject. He even questioned me. I don't think there's any doubt about it. He should be placed in an institution. Oh, I don't agree, Mrs. Sawyer. People are institutionalized only to prevent them from harming themselves or others. Mr. Kringle is incapable of either. He is a delusion for good. He only wants to be friendly and helpful. That's what I feel too. Dr. Pierce, I've made a great study of abnormal psychology, and I found from experience that when a delusion is changed, the deluded is apt to become violent. Oh, I'll have to disagree with you again. If you tell Chris there was no Santa Claus, I grant he'll argue the point, but he'll not become violent. His whole manner suggests aggressiveness. Look how he carries that cane, and he's never without it. I know Chris always carries a cane, but surely you're not implying he'd use the cane as a weapon. Mrs. Walker, naturally I can't discharge this man. That is up to you. But you asked my opinion, so when he exhibits his latent maniacal tendencies, which I assure you he will, please realize the responsibility is completely yours. Speaking of delusions, now we're back to where we started.